Joanne from X-Pro and Asia Fit.
Fit Asia.
Fit Asia. Well, we've known each other for quite a few years, over the years, including Edgar. We've bumped into each other at many conferences in Asia, including in Thailand at the AFC, including in China at IDEA conference, and we've kept in contact over the years. The industry is growing astronomically, but our industry is also quite small. So it's wonderful to speak to you today.
And you, Drew, yeah, always familiar faces that you bump into at these wonderful events. And yeah, we're glad that we've kept the relationship going with you. That's led us to today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, as you know, well, you guys already know us, but some of your audience may not. So we are the Global Performance Nutrition Institute, or GPNi for short. We're the official and exclusive online course providers for the ISSN certifications, the Sports Nutrition Specialist, SNS, and also the CISSN, which stands for the Certified Sports Nutritionist, which is the higher level one, which we've only just completed. It took us 18 months, but we're just launching now in the global markets. And a little bit about what we do beyond just courses. We're also truly a global international brand and education company with multiple language offerings. Obviously in English for Singapore, although sometimes there may be some Chinese students, but we're currently in English language, Chinese simplified, Chinese traditional, Taiwan and Hong Kong. Also Japanese language will be launching at the very end of this month, and officially the website will be ready in May, so halfway through next month, with our Japanese regional partner. And we're looking at other languages in the future, but we're also in Australia, New Zealand, and a few other regions. And Singapore, we're very honored and very happy to work with you guys as our exclusive and official partner in the Singapore region.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. We're really excited too. So to also just share a bit of a background on us as a company. So Fit Asia itself is one of Singapore's leading fitness education providers and academy. We've actually been around, previously known as Fit Singapore, since 2008. So yeah, going strong for the last nearly 15 years. We rebranded back in 2021, so last year, as Fit Asia. So for us, that kind of signifies our growth and our intention, which is actually, elevating the knowledge and skill sets of not only our trainers here in Singapore, but also taking a lot of our international education partners, such as yourselves, and being able to elevate the industry knowledge of the region as well. So we really have sort of taken our education portfolio quite broadly. We offer the ACE certified personal trainer, so you can actually get qualified with us at our academy here in Singapore. But we also offer a really wide range of, I think last year we ran over 70 continued education courses in a whole sector of different fields. So for us, we really prioritize people continuing their education journey once they're certified. And I think, our mission is to train, develop, and inspire the next generation of professionals. As the banner sort of suggests behind me, we also launched X-Pro Fitness in 2019. That was sort of created as an opportunity to provide sort of a platform and network for professionals in Singapore. And it has a conference element as well as a trade show. So that's a chance to celebrate our industry and show what everyone here has to offer, as well as, giving access to further education and development for our trainers.
Fantastic. And I believe that this year, it's back on. The COVID is finished for now, and I believe you're holding it in Singapore this year. When is it exactly?
Yeah, so the conference this year will be back face-to-face, which we're very excited about, the 17th and 18th of September. So yeah, we're really excited. Our schedule will actually be going live next week. We've got over sort of 35 international, local and regional presenters coming in to deliver the conference. We've got over 60 educational seminars, which is continued education approved from a number of local bodies and international. We've also excited to have it UTAP approved, which is sort of local funding for professionals to get grants to access the education, which is great.
Okay.
And yeah, we've been running virtual like everyone for the last couple of years, but yeah, we're really excited to be back live with our people in September.
Absolutely. From what I've heard through the industry, Singapore has rebounded rather fast compared to other regions. So it's really, even though it was the mecca of fitness in Southeast Asia, it's becoming even more important. Singapore and what you guys do for Southeast Asia because of the rebounding effect. Am I correct in that understanding?
Yeah, I mean, for us as an academy, like everyone at the beginning, it was, very challenging. We had lockdowns, and the physical facility couldn't open or operate like normal. We did pivot really quickly and put a lot of our courses and content, online and via Zoom. So we were still able to give the education to our trainers. But really, because Singapore's been it's very structured. So we've always had great policies and guidelines in place that everyone, complies with and is accepting of. So it's really allowed us as a business to still thrive. So, last year, in fact, we had our, biggest turnover of students through our doors in the last 4 years. So it's been a positive, and I think people have had that time to reflect and focus on, maybe new career pathways or looking at how to upskill themselves, and also Singapore's government is very supportive in that initiative as well. So yeah, it's been a positive for us.
That's excellent. Yeah, I mean, to have the biggest growth, during a pandemic, imagine when it's fully over. So I'm sure this year for you guys will be even more growth again.
Yeah, we hope so. And we just look forward to having a lot of our international presenters and educators come back in. The last few weeks, actually, we've had our first sort of instructors and educators come in from overseas, which is great for us and for them, but also for the students. It's new faces, and that's something that we pride ourselves on actually as an academy, is giving our students exposure to content and education that otherwise they wouldn't have access to in Singapore. So we're really
absolutely
excited.
I believe Benjamin's coming over from Australia, my old friend.
Yeah, Ben's been actually. He was there last week.
There you go.
Yeah. Been done his course, and we've currently got Ulrich Larson from Rehab Trainer teaching today. So
fantastic. Well, I'm a big fan of online. Don't get me wrong; it's a big component of what the GPNi does. But you cannot ever replace offline. There's just a certain aspect with offline, with the networking, with the even asking questions when you're doing courses and things like that. But especially X Pro and what you guys are doing, it's really, as we've always said, and a big component what we do with GPNi is that networking and who what not just what and really going to a fitness conference, really expand your horizons, whether it's just creative ideas that you're talking with someone else and you go, wow, they're doing that in that country. I mean, that's incredible. Maybe I could, do something similar, or they're doing it that way. Maybe we should think about how to do things, and vice versa. It's a real way to learn and cooperate. But then there may be, entrepreneurial connections or career connections that you can really only get through these type of experiences. So I highly, if I can travel, which I beyond hope I can travel, I will be there most definitely. And we still need to talk about which we can talk at another time, how we can contribute and send over some experts as well to represent GPNi and your conference.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you say, the value of being connected to people, especially in our industry, we're very practical, hands-on people. So being back face-to-face, learning hands-on, getting to reconnect with your peers and also idols, right? Like, it's great for our trainers here to be able to learn from your experts and your faculty. And that sort of, prestige is something that is valued highly, I think, in conferences. And it's how we met as well at obviously IDEA in Shanghai. So
absolutely. And AFC, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and now we're, partners in Singapore. So without the conferences, it would have been very difficult to achieve that because, you know, people generally don't work with other people they don't know or don't know well. So yeah, I highly recommend. So it's September, what did you say, September 15th?
17th and 18th.
September 17th and 18th. So everyone, have you got a website that you can shout out?
Yeah, so you can head over to www.xprofitness.com and you can find us there.
Xprofitness.com. Awesome. Okay. Well, we'll put that down. I'll probably put some subtitles on this later. So that will show up in the subtitle aspect of things too, and in the write-up. Very, very, very cool. So a little bit about how you guys are going to, you know, build and expand what we're doing. We've done the GPNi and the ISSN have obviously been in Singapore for some time and done an exceptional job in Singapore, but we're looking at, you know, mixing it up a little bit as we've you know, talked about previously, and you and I and Edgar have talked a long time. So, you know, what speciality or what differences and how, you know, what's your you know, go-to-market plan with the GPNi and the ISSN certifications for Singapore and Southeast Asia?
Yeah, so I think for us, we really noticed that there is a kind of missing link in the line of nutrition and sports nutrition, fitness nutrition in Singapore. So we're really proud to be able to be partnering with GPNi to deliver your portfolio of courses. I think we really want to elevate the offering when it comes to sports and fitness nutrition in Singapore. You guys are kind of the gold standard of evidence-based nutrition. And as I said before, one thing that we value with all of our education partners is the quality of that education and its delivery. So, you know, we really trust you guys and your brand and your content so that we can really give an opportunity for more people to access it. I think, you know, as you say, you've been in Singapore for a while. There's great opportunities for career progression with your education, and we just want to help grow and make people more aware of it. You know, the science-backed performance nutrition, and I think how to optimize that with a number of different clients, whether you're looking at it from an athletic performance perspective or from your general, you know, PT client, whether it's for rehab or any development side. I think there's so much that can be learned, not only from your certifications, but your continued education courses as well. So it's really about diversifying the content that our trainers have access to. And I'd say for us particularly, we know there's not something like it in the market that's currently being offered. Certainly not here in Singapore. So yeah, we're really proud to be working with you guys. I think localization wise, as I said about XPro, we pride ourselves on working and supporting the industry to make affordable and accessible education. Mm-hmm. So we are, you know, our plans are to get Skills Future accreditation for the course. So
perfect.
We're very fortunate.
And what is Skills Future for the people outside Singapore that don't know?
So Skills Future is a government-funded initiative that allows the Singapore citizen permanent residents to elevate and upskill. So they get $500 that they can put towards an approved course. So our intention is to get your certifications endorsed with Skills Future, which will then allow them to offset up to $500 of the course fee. Another initiative is UTAP funding, which we've been really proud to partner with E2I, which is employee employability. So it's looking at how to elevate the employabilities of their people. So that's another grant that we hope to secure, which is $250 every year.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
You can continue to progress, career-focused content, and not always having to dig deep into your own pocket. So those sorts of things, as well as getting it approved with, we're hoping to get Coach SG, which is the kind of sports coaches registry, endorsed with their continued education credits as well.
Fantastic. I guess that's a big thing. You know, what we pride ourselves as a business model and as a brand is we're two in one, and it's very rare for a lot of fitness certification brands, but it's zero fitness nutrition certification brands, where you've got the global aspect, where you've got, you know, the #1 international certification, elite level experts, science backed, which you mentioned before, not bro science, or in some cases copy and paste from Google and create a course, and unfortunately these do exist. our certification, our courses are created by literally the world's elite and pioneers in sports nutrition, the International Society of Sports Nutrition, aka the ISSN, and all of the course authors are created by these elite experts. So you're getting the authentic, no filter in between, the very authentic course certification content, which is extremely important. But I don't think it's the most important. The other component of is localization, because it's one thing you're all the way up here, you're in another language, you're in another country, but without localizing it, what you were talking about, it can't feel quite as close to the students, whether it's government funding grants, or whether it's regulatory, local CECs, like with our Australian partner in the ANZ, Australia and New Zealand, they have to apply, and I've got a bunch of emails on new things that they need from us, PDPs, professional development points, or CECs. I can't do that. Our brand can't do that, even though we're an international brand. So it's really the best of both worlds. But that being said, if it's a local, sports nutrition, performance nutrition certification, they lack that authentic approach. They lack that elite level international certification. So that also doesn't work. So again, I think what we've put together is really that best of both worlds, the top level international #1 sports nutrition brand, fastest growing in the world, but fully localized with partners like yourself.
Yeah, I agree. And I think as well, what we offer as an academy is that ongoing support for our students as well. So, they can go through your course, they can raise any questions. We've got our own faculty here as well as your, amazing faculty that you guys have. And I think being able to then understand what the next steps are as well once they've got this certification, seeking that continued support from you guys and being able to have us locally as a touch point. I think that also makes a difference. International certifications are amazing, but having that local sort of port where you can go to and really understand it and conceptualize, and also know how to progress your career, what you do next. And to be able to create a local network so that people that have gone through your course can come together and continue to develop and learn, I think will be really, really great for Singapore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you guys are going to be exceptional partners, and hence why we've talked over a few years to get where we are today. So it's not been an overnight progression, and you guys have evolved a great deal, and we've evolved and changed enormously over the last few years. So it's just wonderful that we can continue doing what we're doing. And on the career progression, I'd like to say this is a big component, and we're actually creating some new media about fleshing this out a little bit more, because I it's the feedback. We've done extensive surveys and questionnaires with a lot of our previous students, and why do they choose to work with the GPNi? Why do they choose to be certified, ISSN certified with the GPNi? Is they're looking for edge. They're looking to stand out. The world is not always a friendly place, whether it's in fitness, career, or if you're an entrepreneur and you've got an idea for something and you want to develop that into a business, or you just want to have an amazing physique and you want to look great. Every single one of these people, they're looking for that edge. They're wanting to stand out amongst their peers, amongst everyone else, so they can elevate themselves to be better in their career, potentially earn more money, but again, really just stand out. And the best way to stand out in a lot of regards is through education. But the difference is there's been, for the last many decades, there's been, CPT certifications, functional movement certifications, TRX, all of these have been done. And they're great, nothing against them. They're fantastic, but there's a lot of them. But there isn't that many, as you've said before, Joanne, there's not a lot of certifications specifically for sports nutrition, especially at this level. And as you and I both know, and I think everyone on this recording knows, it's 80% of results in performance, fat loss, muscle gain is from nutrition. It's kind of like this bizarre fact that everyone knows, but has not yet really taken on board. or they think they know enough, but in reality, they don't know much at all. So what we offer is really that edge that people are looking for, to whether it's a career in fitness or it's their own personal goal, because we don't just train fitness trainers. A lot of our previous alumni are just lovers of fitness that just really want to go that next limit. They may even eventually change their career into fitness, but they just really want that cutting edge material and that cutting edge knowledge, and also that recognition, within in international status in that certification. So agree with you. It's really about hand holding them and career development, and with that localization, that extended career development that you guys offer beyond what we offer, I think it makes it a very good fit.
Yeah, I agree. I think, as you say, how to differentiate yourself in a very evolving, overcrowded market is something that we try to guide our students on, whatever their special interest area. And I think, as I said before, there has been a gap. There's not really been anything that offers an applied approach to nutrition. A lot of the major certifications brush the surface of basic nutrition, and there are a number of qualifications of varying sorts out there that are nutrition courses, but that doesn't necessarily help you in a career trajectory as a trainer or as a coach, or in terms of performance if you're an athlete. So correct. The application and the applied component of your qualifications and training, I think, is what's most valuable to our audience and our students and us as an academy. Is it's really something that fits sort of bespokely for our target audience, and I think that's what makes you guys so unique and so great to work with.
Thank you, Joanne, and great summary. Yeah, I mean, and just to summarize one key component that you did bring up further or reiterate is, we are truly sports and performance nutrition. A lot of other courses out there, they like to label themselves as sports nutrition or performance nutrition. And that's great. And they label themselves. Why? Because that's what people want. They don't want general nutrition or, what is a macronutrient, or how much calories in fat, all these basic foundational things. People want performance. They want to learn what is going to give them that edge, what is going to optimize and increase their recovery, their fat loss, but not in a basic manner, but like, what is the best manner? What is the optimized best performance manner to optimize my diet for a variety of different things? So I think that's what most people want. Although, look, general nutrition is fantastic. Dietitians and people working in hospitals, working with sick people is extremely important. So nothing against that. It's fantastic, but it's just not what we do. And I don't think it's what the general public or what the fitness professionals are looking for. They're looking for that edge and they're looking for performance. So that is who we are. We don't pretend to be anything else. And not only it's who we are, but it's also our complete DNA of how everything begun, and all the authors and the certifications are created by the elite level and the pioneers in sports nutrition, which is a great difference to that of a lot of the other programs out there. And I won't mention names, but as you've mentioned, they just skim the surface level, or in a lot of cases, and the sad reality is it's copy and paste. And in some cases, copy and paste from where? Well, sometimes from the ISSN research and position stands and a lot of the content and experts that work with us. So, by working with us and being certified, they're really getting that authentic, real, up-to-date certification. In our course content, as an example, we upgrade it all the time, because yes, you can create a course, copy and paste from Google or ISSN position stands, but you've got to be upgrading it like 3 times a year. And it's a huge amount of work, but you've got to do that. And the only way you can do that if you're dedicated towards sports nutrition, because otherwise you're just too busy, or you're not focused, or don't realize that the science has changed or the science is upgraded. So you really need to be 100% focused in this area to be able to deliver something that is really of value and that will give you that return on investment, whether it's looking for career or creating that edge for you to stand out amongst the crowd.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that's something we're really excited to sort of make more accessible now to our trainers and our students, is something that they can complete not only for their own knowledge, which I'm sure will be a very personal interest to a number of people that come through your course, but also in how they can apply that knowledge to a whole different host of clients that they see and work with on a daily basis. You know, everyone is unique and has different requirements or end goals, whether that's, as you said, athletic performance wise, for their own personal performance, and whether they're an endurance athlete, or whether they have a particular injury and there's something that they're recovering over, or they have a weight loss goal. It's how they can apply some of the real insights and evidence-based knowledge that they get from your certification and from the continued education that you guys offer, and elevate their career. You know, if their clients are having better results, it's win-win. And also it encourages them to dig deeper. Like you say, I think a lot of courses or qualifications that just brush the surface on generic nutrition, it's great. Like you say, it's applicable in a number of ways, but it's not necessarily applicable to our niche, which is performance-based. Our trainers, our coaches, our athletes want to know something that's unique to them in their specific interests. So I think this is going to be a really great opportunity for them. And I know, having sat in the course myself, I think when we first met, Edgar and I did sit in one of the sessions, the seminars at one of the conferences.
Talks at IDEA, right?
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that's what sort of originally sparked the interest, is we can really see the value and the quality of the education that you guys deliver. So we're really excited to get that exposed to more people.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. And we're, as you said before, the continued education, a big difference as well. We don't have one course. You know, the most popular and the biggest course we have is the certifications, the CISSN level 2, and also the SNS, Sports Nutrition, which is the foundation international certifications with the ISSN. Very, very important, and their certifications. But it's the continued education courses that we also have, which will be also be launching in Singapore, the endurance marathon nutrition coach, the body transformation nutrition coach, the muscle nutrition coach, and the fat loss nutrition coach. And these are wildly popular in Asia. These other they're smaller courses, but they're focused on these areas. So if you just want to learn endurance, our certifications have a lot of this information already. So there is some overlap. The difference is it focuses and goes a lot deeper on these key subjects. So we'll be launching them together with you guys, and available in Singapore shortly. Yeah. So by the time people are watching this video, they'll be able to go online. So our website's fitasia.sg. Fitasia.sg.
FitAsia.sg.
And what's your Instagram and Facebook, and how else do people follow you?
Yeah, so you can find us on Instagram, which is FitAsia Official. We also have our X-Pro Fitness, which is X-Pro Fitness Conference. And the same FitAsia is our Facebook as well. Okay, fantastic. We'll make sure we put them in the links below. And for us, if you're not watching on our channel, but you're watching with our amazing partners in Singapore, you can look at our website, which is www.gpni.fit. That's gpni.fit. Or you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and that is the GPNi. And also GPNi on Facebook. So you can look us up there. But it's officially and exclusively available through Singapore. So if you are in Singapore, you can go on and contact Joanne and her amazing team in Singapore. We do have another partner in Singapore as well, who's been representing the brand for many years, and they're fantastic. And then we'll be cooperating with everyone together. And by all means, you can talk to Joan and Augustine as well. But nonetheless, we're very excited to be working and developing a relationship with you guys as well. And it's going to be an amazing relationship. So again, when are the courses available through you guys, by the way, if anyone's interested? Yeah, so we hope really everything is ready to go our end, so that the minute we release this video, they'll be up. So okay. By the time this goes out in the next few days or the next week, everything will be up and ready to roll. If you just head on to our website, fitasia.sg.
fitasia.sg. Fantastic. And you'll be doing two components. One is people can join the global courses, but you'll also be looking at doing local cohorts, so exclusively within Singapore amongst your people.
Yeah, definitely. So I think our plan initially is when we launch, we will promote the first global cohort that you guys already have scheduled. And then, yeah, once we start to generate and build our interest list, we're hoping to run one that's an exclusive cohort for Singapore. So again, to optimize that touch time in our academy and being able to guide and really support our students face to face as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the key as well, because then also you can create that closer network and really, you know, handhold them through things and, you know, eventually work towards some local experts and teachers being able to do things as well in Singapore. So that'd be fantastic.
And like you say, hopefully have you guys come over.
I cannot wait. I am overdue being stuck here, not just stuck at this time, the date. I'm actually stuck in my apartment, let alone stuck away from international travel. So I beyond miss international travel. And my very first destination, in fact, when COVID-19 happened, I'd already had tickets booked for Singapore in March to visit you guys, and also our friend Ross Campbell, and we were going over there. And also I had tickets booked for Korea because we're in Korea as well. But yeah, so I beyond miss. And also I miss coming home to Australia, which you are fortunately in right now, my home country. So hopefully by September, I can travel, and my very first destination will be visit you guys, visit Singapore, and I believe also the AFC is also in September.
Yeah, well, I think they'll be just after us a couple of weeks, if it's end of September, early October, maybe.
Oh, they're just after you. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, that'd be perfect. I'll be busy hopefully I'll be very busy September, living my old life, living out of suitcases.
Yeah, we can only hope. So, yeah, we really hope to see everyone in September at Expo on the 17th and 18th of September.
Absolutely. And yeah, so everyone check out Singapore Expo. In the bottom here, you can see their website, their Instagram, and follow up with Joanne and her team in Singapore if you are interested, if you're located in Singapore, and also for the Expo conference in 18th and 19th, correct?
17th and 18th.
I nearly got it right. Like 17th and 18th in September. And also we'll have one of our experts speaking. We'll arrange those details a little bit later, but you'll be able to hear one of our experts speaking at the conference, and 30 or 40 others, as I think Joanne said. So if you're in Southeast Asia, you have to be there. It's not you should be there. You have to be there, because this is one of the major fitness conferences in Southeast Asia. But if you're outside Southeast Asia, I strongly suggest you go there too. I think you guys get a lot of people from Australia and America and elsewhere as well attending.
Yeah, Singapore's a great destination, and I think yeah, it's a great draw. There's you know, great tourism and lots to do, and you can travel on. You know, as you said, you can come to Singapore and then enjoy a nice little vacay in Thailand or Indonesia. So yeah, it's a great hub to be able to come in and also have the great conference and expo experience as well, and meet great people.
Food as well.
Yes, great food.
I'm sure you miss it, mate. Well, Joanne, thank you for your awesome time and representing what you guys do in Singapore, and us being able to make this official announcement. Fantastic, and really look forward to building and really educating and giving that ability for others to create an edge in their own life with performance nutrition education through the GPNi, and working with you guys in Singapore.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. We're really honoured and excited to be working with you guys as well. So anyone out there that's interested in your courses, please do get in touch.
Okay. I think we should do the fist bump. Remember, we were talking about doing the handshake. I'll screenshot it later, but we'll try to do the fist bump. And big smile. You covered your face. There we go. Fist bump. Perfect. Thank you, Joanne, and look forward to chatting more.
All right, Drew. Have a great day.
You too, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.